I'll tell you what we're doing. Senator Nelson and I filed a bill at the top of the week that called for no additional leases to really put a stop to the announcement that the administration made just a couple of weeks ago, or about a month ago. And now the Secretary and the White House has moved forward, and they said that we're not going to do that. There's a moratorium on that. That's one. As you know, as it relates to raising the liability cap on the oil companies, that there's not only a piece of legislation that's already in the House and the Senate, but there's also another bill that was dropped by Senator Nelson, Senator Menendez, and others in the Senate to be able to deal with this issue. We cannot allow, and we will not allow, oil companies to get off the hook for what it's going to cost not only members of the Gulf Coast, which I'm on my way over there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do a no more oil drilling town hall in Pensacola, and I'm meeting with the fishing community, sports fishing community, and the fishermen that fish in the Gulf in Panama City. I was just on a radio show up there, Doc something, just today, and he was taking off on everything else. I said, wait, don't wait, stop waiting, Doc. I know you want to talk about this, you want to talk about that, and what Democrats have done over here. But what about all this oil in the Gulf? What about these fishermen that boats are docked right now? What about your local economy where folks are not going to come to Panama City, to relax? Because they believe that it's oil, there's oil on the beach and on the shores of the Gulf Coast. We have a very strong voice on this issue. I know last I checked, I don't know if the White House sent its proposal to Congress yet. I know they were saying, the president said he supports lifting the amount of money, that individual liability cap, and we're going to do that. The legislative will is there to do it. We're not going to allow these individuals to get away. The president has already said, as it relates to the cost of DOD, EPA, I'm sorry to use these acronyms, Environmental Protection Agency, Department of Defense, and all of the other resources that were Coast Guard resources that we're putting toward. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all need to give the Coast Guard a round of applause. They have been the busiest organization since 9/11, Haiti, Katrina, now this spill. So they are going through historically a period that they've never gone through before. I was glad to hear the Admiral in a briefing before members of Congress when we returned back saying that one, and I will go unnamed, one member of the Florida delegation stood up and said, one member said, how do you feel, not the Florida delegation, of the response of Katrina versus this oil spill? And the Admiral said, I'm going to retire one day, as someone who has been in both events. This administration has responded faster, better, and have put every resource possible